Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to do a video of the YouTube Pagan Challenge, which is, do you have a shrine, altar space or sacred space? Yes, I do. I have a couple of spaces actually. Some are a bit more discreet than others. So for example, I'll quickly just flash you over here quickly. This is my cabinet. You can probably see me in the background here. I have it set up so, as you can see, I have a bit of a fairy collection obsession. So all of them in the middle section there are all fairies. And then what I have is a section on the left hand side, which is where my goddess area is. And then on the right hand side here, which is where my god area is. As you will see in one of my other videos actually on the channel, I have got a specific space dedicated to the Morrigan. Now that used to actually be down here in my living room, but I kind of felt like it was really private and really personal, so I felt uncomfortable when people would come around my house that they would see it and that their energy would be around it. Now that doesn't mean that I feel like the people that come into my house have bad energy or anything like that, because I certainly don't, and I certainly wouldn't allow them in my house if I felt that way. But I just felt like my connection with the Morrigan, and certainly the energy that I created in that special space, was for me and my connection with her alone. So I have actually moved it up into my bedroom now. I would love a whole room dedicated to my craft, but unfortunately I don't have the space for that here. Now I've obviously got a little boy, he's got our second bedroom, so it has been put into my bedroom. But actually I feel like the space there is quite appropriate, because I mean, I know there are other colours, but I certainly feel like black is definitely the prominent colour, and it certainly is for me with working with the Morrigan. And the unit that I've actually got her space on now is actually black, and it's all sort of antique and woven, and I feel like I just feel like it goes really well, and the energy is really good there. So it does need a little bit of a revamp. It has been not neglected, but I mean, as many of you probably will know, when you have children, they take priority, and I've said it in previous videos that my craft, my path has taken a little bit of a backseat. Whilst it is very much a huge part of who I am, it has taken a small backseat in the fact that I don't have as much time to dedicate to it. I personally feel like when I'm working with the Morrigan, or when I'm doing any kind of spiritual work, that my whole everything needs to be within that. Otherwise, there's no point in doing it. It's not just something that I am going to do because I feel like I have to do it every day, or because I feel like I have to perform this or perform that. I want to do it because I feel that connection, and I feel that that time is right. So like I say, if I can't then dedicate that specific special time to it, then I'm not going to do it. Now I have got on Facebook, I have got a page which is called Appreciation of the Goddess, and it isn't just specific to the Morrigan. It's about anything that I found along the way. And one of the little posts that I put on there was me discussing about how I feel a bit guilty at times that that I have had to put it on the back burner a little bit. But also I then go on to discuss about how there have been signs that I have still had throughout the process that have sort of shown me that I am on the right path and where I need to be. So definitely feel free to check that out, and I realise I'm already going off on a tangent. But yeah, coming back to the shrine and altar space and that kind of thing, yes, definitely. I do feel like it's important. I personally feel for me it's very important to have that space. Because I feel when you have an altar or a sacred area, you are dedicating energy to that area, and that area will also link in with your energy and your subconscious. So for me, when I sit at my altar space, or even when I create a sacred space, if for example I'm doing a specific ritual or a spell, or something for one of the Sabbats, anything like that, I feel like you're sort of forcing and then putting your intent and your energy into that space. So I do feel like it is important to have them. I don't necessarily feel like everyone has to have like a permanent altar. If you look online, there are obviously lots of different ways you can create altars that you take with you, whether you have like a beautiful little box or something like that, and you have all your items in that box and you just put it out when you need it. Because obviously there are people out there who aren't openly telling people about their path, or that they're pagan, or that they're witches, or whatever it may be. So I think like a pop-up, if you like, a pop-up altar is fantastic. I personally like to have a constant space. When I go to bed every night, my altar's there. I can see it, I can look at it. It will just, again, resonate with my subconscious, if you like. And it gives me just that minute every day, even if it's just to give thanks, you know, literally just a minute of time, or even just a recognition for seeing that space and knowing what it's held for and why it's there. I liked having this down here as well, with my cabinet, with the fairies in the middle, and then like my god and goddess sides, because again I felt like it's just a little bit of that in my area. It's not too obvious that people aren't going to question it. It's not that I don't want to talk to people about it, but I kind of feel like this is my thing, and I don't need other people to understand it, if that makes sense. If people are genuinely interested because it's something that they would like to pursue, or because they want to know more about it, then fair enough. But I don't feel like I need to have to explain things or be judged on it, because that would just piss me off, and then it just wouldn't feel nice. And I would rather just have my special Morrigan altar out of the way and have that dedicated for me. And I'm happy to show it, like certainly to like people on here that would be interested in that sort of thing, because I don't feel like I would need to go into like a full-blown explanation as to why there's certain things on there that are on there, and also again not be judged. But the little space down here is nice, and there are certain things that I would keep down here. I don't know whether you saw, but on the bottom here I've got these cabinets. Apologies for the washing. I've got this cabinet here. Either side are books, so I'm a bit of an organisational freak. So this side is just like story books and things like that. But this side here is like where all my spiritual books are. And then the cabinets in the middle, I've got some herbs, some incense, tarot cards and things like that. And that's sort of where I keep all of those sorts of bits, really. I like to have all my cards and everything down here, but they are concealed, and my little boy doesn't crawl or anything, so he can't get in there. And people who come around obviously don't just go rummaging through my cupboards. So again, with the cards and everything like that, I feel like they're special and sacred to me, so I don't want people, you know, having their mitts all over them and poking and making questions. I think it's something that I just feel really serious about, and I don't feel like it's something that I wouldn't want to take lightly. I wouldn't want people to just come in and think, oh, that they can touch my space and just put their energy onto it. And that's kind of why I felt like it needed to go out of the way, other than these spaces. Although I wouldn't say this area on the cabinet is like an altar as such. It's more just something of a dedication, if you like. There's certain cards and things that I've pulled out there, and candles and crystals, and how I've arranged them just as a little nice space to dedicate to the god and goddess. So yeah, so that's my sacred space. If you would like to see an updated version of my Morrigan altar, then just let me know, because I'm happy to do that. I have actually got the house to myself tonight, so if I get time, I will try and do that for you tonight. And I could go and show you the cabinet as well in more detail if you would like. The annoying thing is I only have my phone to film on, and for some reason it won't let me switch the camera halfway round, hence why I'm having to sort of turn you all over the place. But I could do a video where I'm not in the video, if you like, and I'm just pointing out stuff, and I can show you everything that I've got up there. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and yeah, I mean, it is really nice to engage with people, so please just comment and like and subscribe and everything. And I've got 2 pages on Facebook. One is called Lunar Quartz, and the other is called Appreciation of the Goddess. And I do reply and everything on all of them. So, and also there is a link on there to all my other pages anyway. So yeah, if you want to chat, then just hit me up. And it was nice to see you all again, and hopefully I'll be back again soon with another video. Bye.